web show.
To do was I didn't want to pass any judgments. I didn't want to come at this from a clinical, scientific way. I just wanted to just listen to people's experience. Like, I just wanted to just get average folks, people who have been there, addicts, recovery addicts, people who have sold dope illegally, people who are in the marijuana in the industry legally.
Read me a couple quotes real quick.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You need. John was 57 years old. John was sort of like an ex-hippie, ex-drug addict, heroin guy.
When was this taken? This interview?
This interview was taken about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So yeah. So I'm just gonna read you a passage. This is John kind of reflecting on the first time that he shot heroin. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Right. All right. My friend had gotten back from South America and brought back some heroin. The first time that I shot up, we were going to a movie, Planet of the Apes. And we pulled into the gas station. I went into the bathroom of the filling station. And got my needle out, and shooting up for the first time, I felt very heavy, very loose, very numb, kind of like everything turned brown. And this was Mexican brown heroin. I also remember it leaving a taste in my mouth, so it could have been cut with something. In all, I felt great. It was a good feeling. I used it for about 6 times over a period of 3 months. Then I found out I contracted a hepatitis, so I stopped right there. I was very lucky to not continue because my friend who had turned me on to it got Hep C and later killed himself the next year because he couldn't pay his debt. He took his own life. Another few reasons why I stopped using heroin is because I didn't want to get any of the strains of the hepatitis. And cops were on us. They were tapping a lot of phones of people that were in the scene and did an expose on my high school. I wanted to go to college, so that was another reason for me to stop. By the time I went to graduate high school, I missed 60 days, but I had enough credits, so it was okay. I stopped using heroin, but I was still using speed. My first year of college, things were taking a toll on me, and that's when I had my first psychotic break, the first psychotic break from drugs. After that, I said no more drugs, period.
Wow.
Yeah, and no, it's crazy, man. I mean, the great thing about John is that John, he really, in so many ways, he said that a lot of the 60s exploration, a lot of the 60s experimentation with drugs was just a big ass waste of time because, I mean, people didn't make it out of that hole. People made it out of there with tons of injuries, lots of addictions, and just it was almost like one point he hammered home was that there was a lot of potential lost, and he was so vehemently anti-drug that one of the things that the most powerful quote he had said was that drugs are fool's gold. Timothy Leary, he was just all about self-promotion. And, CJ, I never forgot that, man, because, I mean, when I was younger and when I started messing with drugs, it was because I thought that it was cool to experiment. But looking back on that, I 100% agree. It was all bullshit. It's just all a waste of time, man.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've read anything I've written, it's pure hell. It's right. Nothing but death. And, I mean, the things that we've written are just all for rehabilitation purposes.
Right.
And recovery for all those poor people who who haven't had a chance to recover.
Right.
You know, I mean, you're my recovery brother, man. You know,
Right.
it's all about the recovering people.
Yeah, 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 man. I mean, it's like, some people, but you know what, CJ, some people just don't get a chance to kind of jump up out of that though, which is really sad, man, because it's like, I've known people, and when they, I've known them before they started, whether this be drugs or alcohol, I've known people who can handle it, and I've known people who just let it kind of take them under, and it just, they're now a shell of their former selves, and
Yeah.
it's really sad. It's really heartbreaking.
Yeah, I'll go to AA today. I'll go to NA tomorrow.
Right.
And I pray for the empty seats. Those are the people who didn't make it.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful, man. Wow.
Well, there was a day when they were all full. But
Yeah.
because the laws will throw them in jail quicker or they're dead,
Right.
then that's it, or insane.
Right. Man, a question that I always want to ask. Since you attend both, this is sort of a two-part question. In your mind, which addiction has been harder to kick, the meth or the alcohol? And two, does NA and AA differ greatly?
Not really. They use the same methods, but you have to be focused on each one. For example, they replace the words substances for the words alcohol, but
Sure.
for the same steps. It's the same steps where, you acceptance is number one. You know the deal. Number two is and so forth and so on, and then you work the steps out. And it's all personal. And no matter where I go, it's still me that's got to get over my personal problems that causes the drug and alcohol abuse.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's basically the same program for two different things.
Sure.
It's basically me learning to live with me.
Right.
No matter what substance I go to. Now, as far as which one was harder, they were both hard, man. I mean,
okay.
They both damn near killed me, or I ended up dying or going insane or whatever. But hopefully, maybe I can make some money off of the memoirs for my family after I'm dead, because that's the only time they're worth anything. Is after we're dead, you know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and of course, the motive for recovery purposes, for somebody who picks it up, and one person, who doesn't use or doesn't drink, who doesn't have to. You save one life.
Yeah, I mean, it's all worth it then,
There you go.
It's all worth it, my man.
And you're such a good man, LeRon.
Thank you very much, CJ, man. Likewise, man. I mean, what you're doing as far as, inspiring folks to stop what they're doing, man. I mean, that's it's really worth its weight in gold,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, let's join up forces and save some lives if we can.
And man, that's what it's all about, man. I mean, more than anything, the reason why that I wrote Straight Dope is because I wanted it to be edifying,
Yeah.
I mean, I could have wrote some, bullshit kind of, glorifying the drug trade. I mean, it's just, I just want people to learn. I mean, I'm not trying to tell people I'm not trying to tell people, how to live their life. No. I'm just trying to just show them a picture truly
of hell.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's what it is, man. A picture of hell.
But just something that's just unfiltered, man.
It is.
And I'm just gonna let you just make your own decisions.
It's pure. Do you want to do another one from?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Let me
hit us with your best shots.
All right. You know what? I'm actually gonna read a poem, man. This is one of the poems. It's called Sun Rays. It's in the chapter for Love and Loss. Sun Rays.
Okay.
It would have been 2 years tomorrow. You and I, all the plans I had for us, all the things we would do, how we would get married, us arguing over the guest list. No, not Uncle Tom and his drunk ass, or cousin Robert. And his friend. our honeymoon, our life. It seems like yesterday when they told me overdose. I rushed to the hospital to find out, to see if it's true. No, I say, we've been down this road before. Me waking you up out of a stupor with cold water. Come on, baby, get up. You can do it. Running through your purse, throwing out and flushing the dope. Getting calls from friends at 2 a.m. Come get her. I seen her cop. Staying up till 7 in the morning, waiting for you to come down. I knew all of your routines, hiding places, hiding spot. You scream at me, I don't have a problem. It's only a little bit. Leave me alone. I ignore and continue to help. Baby, we have a wedding to be a part of. You go into rehab, get clean for some days, some weeks, some months, a year. I stick around. We're right on track until something trips you up and you jump off the track. We go through this cycle too many times to remember. I want to leave, but I can't. I love you. Family, friends tell me to move on. You are wasting your time on her, but I don't listen. I think I can save you. All we need is each other. We can do this. Looking back on that, I didn't realize how long I was. My love, who would have been my partner, my wife, my life, is not here anymore. Lost in the battle of sobriety and addiction. All I have are these memories, plans for what could have been, as I look in our invitations, still in the box, unsent.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Man, it's yeah, you know, it's that was a poem. Thanks, thanks, man. I just wanted to put myself in the mind state of someone who just lost his potential wife due to the drugs. And I always look at people who have stayed with others who through addiction. I give them all the props in the world, man, because I mean, you want to love somebody and you don't want to give up on them, but so I mean you stay, but you have to ask yourself, when is enough? Where's the line? I mean, do you continue to stay while they wreck themselves and possibly wreck you as well, or do you just walk away and say, listen, I'm not going to love you to death? So I think that's one of the things.
You hit on some very important points, LeRon.
Thanks, man.
And due to the time, I'm going to have to wrap it up right now. I know that's the job as the moderator, and I hate to do it because I could listen to you all night long, my man.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. Definitely peep the book out, man. And I am definitely always down to do whatever I can to help you and your show out, because like I said, I like it. CJ, you are a great guy. And it's like from one indie artist to another, man. Whatever I can do to help out, man. I'm always down like 4 flat tires. You dig?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. And I'm going to go. We'll go ahead and we'll post your book. Go ahead and tell me your link one more time.
Okay, yes, it's www.mainlinepub.com, Twitter, Mainline LeRon, and Facebook.com/NinjaGaiden78. So yeah, so that's how to find me. I have my author page that is currently up on Amazon.com. Straight Dope. The book, it is available on Amazon.com right now. It's going to be available for Nook, Smashwords, iTunes next week. So we're just trying to just get it out there and just grind it and just be on the lookout for more projects from Mainline Publications. So
right on, LeRon. Thank you for being on the show on thatotherwebshow.com.
CJ, get it.
All right, man. Thanks.
This is, man.
That other show.